Hello and welcome to my first Vanguard's build order. We're going to start by making a couple of bobs. This build order is pretty simple, so it should be pretty easy to follow along. We can send our scout down here and just leave him to patrol, but that's not too important. So you'll have your two bobs being made. Make sure you're queuing up more as you can. And basically, the first thing you're going to do is put two bobs into a control group just so that they're easy to move. And once we hit 200 minerals, we will send them, or 200 luminite, we will send them over to the ramp to build a barracks. You can actually probably take that off and send them over now, build the barracks, and then by the time this is back up, we can put it again. So you want to overcharge as soon as they start building the barracks. And then we can also queue up a supply depot, or a habitat. There we go. So we are in a good position. We will put another bob in queue. When these guys finish the habitat, we will send them down here to build a sentry post. And eventually we are planning on putting a lancer in that sentry post as well. Again, make sure that you are continuously building these guys, but this should be our next thing. We'll sort of put in the middle to protect the ramp and our expansion. Let's go back to this and make sure we have enough to build another bob, and then our next goal is to build a lancer. This lancer is going to go into our sentry post, and what that will allow us to do is it will create a low range attack that bounces to nearby targets, so it's a pretty good early game defense. So let's put another bob in there. And after these guys are done building the sentry post, we'll send them back to luminite, and our next worker goes on to therium, so that we'll have 12 on luminite, and eventually we're going to get up to 3 on therium as well. So once we have 3 on therium and 12 on our luminite, we're actually going to plan on building our expansion. And this is getting us into a great place to take our expansion in a safe spot with our barracks set up. And you know, if you're more advanced, you could send your scout to go scout them, and if you need to, you could make a couple more lancers to defend early pushes. So we will create this bob, and we will pull all of our therium bobs plus this one that's being made, and then our 2 from earlier to go build our expansion.
Ready to work.
So we'll send them over here. See, we're almost at 400 minerals. It costs 400 minerals. So we will put that about there. And you're going to want to overcharge this as soon as it starts constructing. Make sure you add on another bob. This will build it a lot faster. Make sure to shift queue them onto luminite and rally that onto there as well. And now we can start building a biokinetics lab back at our main base. It doesn't really matter where we can put, we can just put it right there. And this is so that we can get the upgrade for lancers. Where is it? This one, it allows them to increase their attack and movement speed each time they are damaged. And then the next thing we're going to want to do is build a barracks here at the expansion.
Awaiting further instructions.
And we'll build 2 more bobs at both of them. And when we need to, we will also build a supply depot. Queue up 2 more of those, and then we're going to start building our lancers as well.
Awaiting further instructions. Ready to work.
Okay, so now our goal is to build up our army as lancers, and then also cut through these trees to get over to this luminite so we can get our 3rd expansion. And we also need to keep our eye on our supply in case we need to build another habitat.
Not enough luminite.
So now that we have 3 on luminite, we can actually send our guys back onto there.
Okay.
And then let's check on our upgrade. It costs 100, so we do have enough for that. Let's queue up another couple of bobs. And we can send this over there.
Yes.
And this bob can start
Now. Attack
cutting
mode
through
initiated.
trees. You just have to press the A thing, and it takes a couple hits. And continuously build lancers as well. You want to get to around 5 lancers before you get your 3rd expansion. And, oop, didn't mean to make that scout. Can make 2 more bobs, and as you can see, this upgrade is almost done, which will make our lancers very strong. So we're through,
Transiting
and we
now.
can start getting ready to build our expansion. So we can actually stop that one and build our last 2 lancers. We will continually make bobs, but we'll send 4 of these guys over. drop off the luminite,
At your disposal.
and build our expansion here.
Constructing.
Not enough
So
luminite.
we also need to build a habitat now,
Constructing. Constructing.
and we can overcharge the building of this command post and shift queue them on there and rally it as well.
Bot
Insufficient
activated.
supply.
And we did get supply blocked, that's my bad, but it's basically done. Send those guys back on there. And then continuously make lancers as well. And we're coming to the end of this build order. We will defeat the enemy just for funsies, but we're in a really good place now. From here, you could decide to, you know, build some more exos if you wanted. You could continuously build lancers. It sort of depends. You're going to want to be scouting them as well. But you're in a really solid place. You have all of your expansions. We can send some of these, or we can just send all those guys there. You're building lancers at a fast pace. You have the lancers upgrade, and it basically puts you in a really great place. We can actually put like a couple of sentry turrets here for defense and stuff like that, you know. And you know, it's a choice now. You could upgrade your command post and go for hornets or an evac drops, stuff like that. You could build your machine lab and try to build like Vulcans and Atlases and sort of go into the mech army. I wouldn't really suggest going to hedgehogs, but I definitely try to get medtechs from upgrading the central command. It's definitely strong. Another thing you could do is you could add on a couple of barracks if you wanted. But yeah, so let's just send our army across. We should be able to win with what we have now. And let's end this guide. So basically, I found this guide on the official Discord. It's made by a guy named Probe. He's really cool. I think his guides are really nice, so that's why I'm following it. I think it's a really good guide that sets you up for success. And I think for the most part, with how new most people are to this game, you'll be able to get decently high in their leaderboard. You know, MMR-wise, just using this.
I'm here to assist.
You can continue to make stuff. And let's take this fight. It should be easy. We can just build a couple more of those, but it shouldn't even matter. Yeah, I mean, this game's over. So anyways, as we're finishing up this game, I will... Yeah. What in the world?
Our forces are under attack.
I will have more guides coming out. I should have an Infernals build order coming out tomorrow, and I'll have build orders coming out all week. Eventually, I'm hoping to get some casted games from pros and stuff like that, and you know, I'll have some other guides and mechanics stuff coming out as well. I want to do a faction deep dive and go through all the abilities and units that each of the factions have. Stuff like that. I'll go through like mechanics that you may not know, like, such as like luminite gathering more over time, and luminite vents and creep camping and all of that. But anyways, yeah, I hope y'all found this video helpful. Just a nice and simple build order. I think it works really well, so let me know how it goes in the comments below. Good luck in your matches this week, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.